It actually looks like it's going to rain. It actually looks like it's going to rain. Look at the clouds. That is rain clouds in the UK. The name's Louis. I can feel it spitting. So if I start running, you know why, guys. So I have been weightlifting. Yeah, weightlifting. Flexing those muscles. I've just done a live stream on my diet channel. I don't do many live streams on my diet channel. I do maybe one every 3 weeks. They're always very short, maybe about 15 minutes long. I'm just updating people that I'm still on the diet. I don't know how many of you remember this. Good, the messages are working. Hi, Nadia. I don't know how many of you know this, but I'm on the carnivore diet. It's also keto diet. I've been doing it for a year. Well, more than a year now, a year and 1 month. And the reason I started the carnivore diet and the keto diet, look it up on YouTube, guys, was because I had a big belly and I had ulcerative colitis. I had high blood pressure, high blood sugars. I was pre-diabetic. I was getting loads of dizzy spells. And I felt very unwell and I had no energy. This is why I started the carnivore diet. And the reason I started the carnivore diet was because I looked it up on YouTube. There was a Dr. Ken Berry and a Dr. Anthony Chaffee on YouTube. I did loads of research. I watched them for weeks and weeks. Eventually I got myself to a point where I was confident enough to start the diet, and within 3 weeks I'd fixed myself. My ulcerative colitis has gone. You look up ulcerative colitis, guys. It's a bit like IBS, IBD, Crohn's. Horrible, horrible condition, and it's gone. And I had it for over 10 years. My blood sugars are normal. My blood pressure is normal. I don't get dizzy spells anymore. I have crazy good energy. I feel 20 years old every day. So all I can say about the carnivore keto diet is it is absolutely a magic diet. And it really helps people over 40, 50, 60, 70. You'll be amazed. And we've got a few subscribers on this channel. James is one of them. Nadia is one of them. We have a few people on this channel that are having a lot of success with the carnivore diet, the keto diet. So if you want to do it, guys, I do have a diet channel. Not to make money, I just wanted to use it as a diary to talk about my success with carnivore diet and keto diet. And I wanted to share really just how you do the diet and how it can help you, especially with type 2 diabetes. Very, very helpful with that. Aches and pains, arthritis, brain fog, and many, many other conditions. I would say the biggest one is it will restore your energy and make you feel strong again. Now, James has had massive success with the carnivore keto diet and has even bought himself a weight bench and is now weightlifting. Now, this is a man that was in a lot of pain, had no energy and no strength. And now he's been doing it, I think, for a few months, and his whole life is turning around. He can't believe how great, how much success James has had. James, I hope you don't mind me mentioning you, but I'm very proud of your success. Very, very proud. Anyway, unfortunately, someone's just said not eating a balance of food. Unfortunately, eating bread and sugar and pasta and rice and potato is not good for you guys. And the fact that we're told that fatty meat and eggs and salt is bad for you is a load of rubbish. The fact that we're told that cholesterol that you eat is harmful is not correct. But you do have to do your research, guys, because it's hard for me to explain the good that carnivore diet keto does to someone that has been literally brainwashed their whole life and told that meat is bad for them, eggs are bad for them, salt is bad for them, butter is bad for them. it's hard for me to explain why it's actually very good for you. So this is why I'd rather you just go on to YouTube and discover it for yourself. Now, my diet channel is called Carnival Flexing Diet, Louis World. Carnival Flexing Diet, Louis World, and you can find a link to my diet channel on my description. And I would not promote the carnivore diet, the keto diet, unless it completely was a massive success for me in my life. I would never promote anything that was harmful. So I know that initially you guys will think, oh no, I'll get, eating cholesterol will cause me to have a heart attack and a stroke. You're wrong. It won't. Eating it will do no harm to you at all. All it will do is make you feel great again. And many of the foods that you eat, guys, that's including anything brown, so brown bread, brown pasta, cereals are very bad for you. Do not eat cereals. They are very bad for you. You don't even need to eat breakfast. Do not eat breakfast, guys. Keep it low carb. Yes, a low carb diet is great. Stay away from margarine. Stay away from vegetable oils. Vegetable oil is very, very bad for you. Do not eat it. Stick with butter. Now, avocado oils, coconut oils are very good. Olive oils are very good. A small amount of salad, a small amount of vegetable, a small amount of low-carb fruits, it's all good. But the majority of the food that you should be eating should be fatty meat of all descriptions: pork, lamb, beef, ribeye steaks, chicken, all of it with the skin on. Lots of eggs, lots of fish, prawns, omelettes. Very, very good for you. Will completely change your life within 3 weeks. Try it, guys. The amount of messages I get thanking me for turning their health around and making them look younger and feel younger, you'll be very surprised. Don't forget, I am 57. I am 57. Now, I don't care what anyone says. I don't look 57. My body is not the body of a 57-year-old man. I have no tummy. My health has been fully restored. And no one has to believe me. Just do your research. And I massively recommend fasting. Look up fasting. Fasting is very, very good for you. I recommend an 18-hour fast every day. So make your tea time meal around 6:30. Be the last meal you eat. And then don't eat again till the next day around 1:30. And this will rejuvenate you and repair your cells and boost your immune system and make your body work to its optimum. Now remember, guys, definitely no processed food, no ultra processed food. Now remember, guys, how did we eat hundreds of thousands of years ago? How did we eat millions of years ago? We ate meat, eggs, water, salt. That's how we ate. And then when times were scarce, we would forage and we would eat vegetation. That's how we didn't go to the supermarket and buy boxes of food. Anything in a box, any food in a box, in a tin, is bad for you. Anything that uses the word light or low fat is bad for you. Stay away from any chemicals that are added to your food. Keep it as natural as possible. Bread is not natural. Brown bread is not natural. It's harmful. You don't want to be eating too much fiber. It's not good for you. I know that we're given the impression that fiber is good for you. It is not. There is no goodness in fiber. Look it up. Sugar is extremely harmful, and I would say to you guys that sugar does more damage to you than smoking. Now look that up, the serious damage that sugar can do. Anyway, let's have a look, guys. I'm going to start talking Elvis now. Right, let's have a look. Let's just go back through your messages. So who we got? We got Patricia. We've got Kat Wee, who's just said, isn't that dangerous? Please look it up. Look up Dr. Ken Berry. There are many, many doctors on YouTube that will explain to you exactly why the carnivore diet, the keto diet works. It definitely hasn't done me any harm. It's cured me from all my illnesses. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I had very serious dizzy spells. I also had ulcerative colitis, pre-diabetes, high blood pressure, high blood sugars, and it has all gone. My whole body used to ache. I had a massive stomach. It's gone. My stomach is normal. Look at my skin, how smooth my skin has become. It has reversed my aging. Remember, I am 57. 57. Yeah, we're going to talk Elvis, don't worry. Let me just... Nadia, I don't agree with you about balanced food. I don't agree. I don't agree. Because if you look at the pyramid diet that shows all the different balanced foods, many of the things that are recommended that we eat are not good for you. So no, it has to be all natural. Natural vegetation, low carb, low sweet food, fruits and meat, eggs. Fat, the fat is very important. You must eat the fat. Stay away from any processed vegetable oils or margarines. They're so bad for you. Let's have a look. I'm just quickly checking your message. Hi JD, I'm in Southwest UK. Yes, it does work. It gives you more energy. Almond, it gives you more energy. Much more energy. You don't need sugar for energy. You don't have to constantly snack for energy. You just eat twice a day. You only need to eat twice a day. Hi Jane, Elvis Presley, how are we going? Jane, are you a subscriber? Have you joined our lovely channel, Defending Elvis Presley? Fans want the truth. Let me just have a look. Okay, let's talk about Elvis. Now, I had a link sent to me today talking about, let me just read the message. I was unable to continue my dream after waking up. Well, I'm your dream. Carry on dreaming, baby. Oh, well done, Jane. Jane, have you watched our video we posted this morning on Defending Elvis Presley? Fans want the truth. Are you a member of our Facebook? We have a Facebook called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. So please join our Facebook, Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. We are here to defend Elvis Presley. That is why we're here. We are going to disagree with all of the negative rubbish that is said about Elvis that is not true by people like Priscilla Presley, the Memphis Mafia, and many other people, in our opinion. So it's okay, got a 57-year-old and Tyler. What's that? Haha. My eyes are 80. What's it say? Oh, don't worry, Sue. Don't worry. Oh, look into my eyes. So, anyway, I don't want to talk about the diet anymore. It's boring. So this morning, Jane, we spoke about the Elvis's divorce deposition. Did you watch that this morning? I recommend that you go over, and with the help of Deborah and Nadia, and also I had also done quite a lot of research into the divorce deposition, because I did post a video about it around 4 weeks ago. We started to understand the divorce settlements. I don't know if any of you know this, but many people blame Elvis Presley for the divorce between Priscilla and Elvis. Many blame him. They feel that him being unfaithful. No, they feel that it was because he was unfaithful and that he was a drug addict and abusive and a rapist, a groomer, a controller. These are the reasons they think the divorce failed and they separated. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, you are wrong. You have been misinformed. The reason Elvis and Priscilla split up was because of Priscilla Presley, and this is my opinion. Many of my Team Elvis here, Team Elvis, are here right now to help you with your questions. With lovely Sue and Linda and Patricia. Let me just see who else we got. Obviously Nadia. I'm just seeing who we got. Jane is here. Now, much of the things that we are told about, guys, about Elvis that are negative are not true. Now, I'm going to go through a couple of things with you in case it starts raining about the divorce. This morning we read out the divorce deposition with the help of Deborah and Nadia. Thank you so much. You put a lot of work into the divorce deposition. I really appreciate it. Nadia is a moderator, so is Stacy, so is Deborah. Now the moderators are here to answer your question. Team Elvis, taking care of business. They're very lovely, friendly people. We have a beautiful channel here defending Elvis Presley because fans want the truth. So if you've got any questions, far away, ask away the questions. They're here to answer. Now, if we get any trolls saying anything rude, we're just going to delete you straight away. So don't bother. Dominic Forgan, how are you? Dominic, alrighty. JD, you think it was both their fault? Now, I do understand your point, because if you look at the broader story, the longer story, going back to 1959, and then go right up to when they divorced in 73, there is more to the story. But I want to talk more about why they divorced. But I fully accept that Elvis in the early 60s had other girlfriends. I also accept that Elvis after 1968 had other girlfriends, but you have to know the whole story and understand why. This is what's different. Wayne, how are you? Good morning to Wayne. We're in Southwest UK. This channel is dedicated to defending Elvis Presley, and this channel is called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Now, how many of you know that Priscilla Presley was unfaithful to Elvis less than a year after their marriage? They got married May the 1st, 1967. They got engaged December 1966. How many of you know that just after Priscilla Presley was born, get your facts right, just after Lisa Marie was born, within 8 weeks, that Priscilla was unfaithful with the dance instructor? How many of you know that? A guy called Stephen Peck, a 39-year-old man who owned his own dance studio, that Elvis had paid him to give Priscilla Presley dance lessons. How many of you knew that? This was less than a year after the marriage. Now remember, Elvis didn't sleep with Priscilla until the night of the wedding, when she was nearly 22. So anybody that thinks that Priscilla, anyone that thinks that Elvis slept with Priscilla when she was 14, you are very, very wrong. Very wrong. Elvis is not a paedophile. Anyone that thinks he's a paedophile, you are so wrong. Anyway, let's go back to the unfaithfulness of Priscilla Presley from our opinion. How many of you know that Priscilla was again unfaithful? In 1971, she had a secret year-long affair with Mike Stone, the karate instructor. Please answer. So just after the wedding, hello? So just after the wedding, within a year of the wedding, don't forget the baby By then, Lisa Marie Presley was probably 3 years old. She has a secret affair with Mike Stone, the karate instructor, the guy who had taught karate with Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. She sought him out. She fancied him. She made a beeline for him, chatted him up, and was determined to have an affair with him. Now, if you don't believe me, look it up on YouTube. The interviews are there. Mike Stone, the karate guy, the karate champion, a massive champion, a Goliath of a man, was secretly seeing Priscilla Presley for a year whilst they were married, when Priscilla Presley was around 25, I would say she was. And they were still married. She was still married to Elvis. Now remember, Mike Stone was married with a kid. Mike Stone was married with a kid. Elvis was married to Priscilla. So when this secret affair happened, and eventually Priscilla Presley demanded a divorce, two families broke up. This ended two marriages. When Priscilla Presley decided that she was going to go after Mike Stone, two marriages broke up and Lisa Marie was taken away from full custody with Elvis. Could you imagine how wrong and horrible that is? Anyone that thinks that Elvis groomed Priscilla, you need to learn your facts, do your research. That's all I advise to you. If you think that Priscilla was groomed by Elvis, I'd like you to prove that, because we have no proof of that. This is just a story that has been repeated over and over again by many people for decades. It's just rubbish. Anyone that thinks that Elvis was seeing a 14-year-old girl, you are wrong. Anyone that thinks that Elvis slept with a 14-year-old girl, you are wrong. Anyone that thinks that Elvis lived with a 14-year-old girl, you are wrong. Anyone that thinks that Elvis married a 14-year-old girl, you are wrong. Do your research, please. Get your facts right. Find your evidence. Now, Priscilla did not sleep with Elvis until she was nearly 22. Nearly 22. So please know this, yeah? This has been admitted in her book, in many interviews. This isn't just me lying. This has been admitted by herself in her books. Look up page 262 on the book Elvis and Me. She clearly says she has an affair. She couldn't stop thinking about the dance instructor. She was thinking about him constantly. And then eventually, she secretly has this affair with him, the dance instructor. And in the book, she writes, I had a brief affair and ended it. Page 262. Read the page. You could probably find it on YouTube and on Google. She also admits the affair that she had with Mike Stone, secretly behind Elvis's back. I will always say my opinions. And Team Elvis are here to help you with your questions, to help you with your comments. Thank you so much, Team Elvis, for helping me today. That's so kind of you. Team Elvis are a lovely family, and we have created a beautiful channel here that we're very proud of, called Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. And if you want to join our channel, please subscribe now. Please subscribe now and join us to defend Elvis Presley. JD, I understand how you feel. But I'm telling you now, JD, Priscilla had an amazing life. When she first moved to Gracelands, when she was just about to turn 18, she had the time of her life. But yes, She was not lonely. She had loads of company. Did she miss Elvis when he would go off and make his movies? Of course she did. That doesn't mean she was lonely. She was surrounded by friends and family and the Memphis Mafia's wives. She could do whatever she wanted to. She had a fantastic life. She moved from Germany or from wherever she was living to Gracelands. How can anyone talk about Gracelands like she was lonely in a prison? It is so far from the truth. This is what happened. Elvis would go off to make his movies. This is before they married. Before they got engaged, before they married, yes, Elvis had other girlfriends. He was a man in his 20s. He was not engaged, not married, and he had other girlfriends. This is in the early 60s. But in 1966, when they got engaged, he was faithful. In 1967, while she was pregnant, he was faithful. In 1968, up until the birth of Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis was faithful. It was Priscilla that was unfaithful, in my opinion. In 1968, on 1st of February 1968, she gave birth to Lisa Marie Presley, and then within 8 weeks of the baby being born, she had a secret affair with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, the 39-year-old man that owned a dance studio, and this is what ended the marriage. The marriage was over then. They didn't even last much longer than a year because of Priscilla's unfaithfulness. Now, Elvis carried on for a few years with a fake marriage. I call it Elvis fake news. Elvis fake news. They carried on as if everything was fine. Elvis was too embarrassed to have a public divorce. He was too embarrassed for the public to know that Priscilla had been unfaithful. So they carried on. They had holidays, they had trips. They visited Tom Jones, visited Muhammad Ali. They went to the JC Awards together. They went on many things together, but the marriage was over. Elvis did not want to sleep with Priscilla because she had been unfaithful. I repeat, Elvis did not want to sleep with Priscilla because he had caught her being unfaithful with the dance instructor, not because she had had a child. It had nothing to do with the fact that she had a child. Anybody that believes that Elvis would not sleep with a woman that had a child, you are wrong. You are misinformed. It is not true. Elvis had other girlfriends that had had children. In fact, the next girlfriend that Elvis had had a child, Susan Henning. Look her up, Susan Henning. She was in the film Love a Little, Live a Little. She also was on the 68 Comeback Special. The only reason Elvis would not sleep with Priscilla after she'd had a child, there were two reasons. Once, because she needed time to heal. Two, because she had been with another man. That's the truth, not this stupid lie that is said that Elvis won't sleep with a woman that has had a child. And this has been repeated over and over again. I feel so sorry for Elvis that his legacy and his image have been damaged by this complete lie that is said about him. And this is the problem we have, guys. There are hundreds of Elvis Presley. The breakup of the marriage. It's completely untrue. Priscilla, in my opinion, was the unfaithful one, and she was unfaithful twice, and both times we can prove it. In her book, in Mike Stone's interview, look up Mike Stone's interview. He clearly will explain in detail exactly how Priscilla met him, how the relationship went, how long it went, the fact that she was seeing him for a year secretly behind Elvis's back, and that she demanded a divorce, and she had a plan. She was going to divorce Elvis, and this plan was in 1971. So you work it out. They married in May the 1st, 1967. So by 1971, Priscilla had a plan. She was going to leave Elvis. Look up Mike Stone's interview. He clearly says it. So any of you guys that think it was Elvis's fault, you are wrong. Now let's talk about the fact that she was 14 when he met her. Elvis only was friends with Priscilla for 3 to 4 months. There was no sex. They were just friends. Then he went back to America in 1960 and got on with his life, making movies, albums. He did the Frank Sinatra special. He got on with his life. He had many other girlfriends. He was even seeing Anita Wood at the time he met Priscilla. He was also seeing the secretary in the house in Germany. And then he went on to have other girlfriends like Juliet Prowse of the film G.I. Blues. Elvis had many girlfriends. Elvis didn't see Priscilla for over 2 years after he met her. They were just friends. They just used to chat and talk. And Elvis would pour his heart out to Priscilla about the grief of his mother and many other things. He was very worried about his future and his movie career. He thought he'd be forgotten. He found a friend in Priscilla. He trusted her. She was an American girl in Germany that could speak English, and they became close friends. That is the end of it, guys. No sex. And Priscilla has always said they did not have sex until the night of their wedding when she just turned 22. She did not move to America until just before she turned 18. Now, yes, between the ages of 18 and to the time they got engaged, yes, Elvis had girlfriends, 100%. Elvis classed himself as a single man until he got engaged. Elvis wasn't ready to get engaged. He wasn't ready to get married. But the pressure was on. From Colonel Tom Parker, from Vernon Presley, from Priscilla's parents, the pressure was on. So Elvis, in my opinion, agreed to a marriage that he didn't want. He wasn't ready. But once he did commit, he gave it his best shot to be a faithful husband. And when Lisa Marie came along, a faithful father. That's the truth, guys. Now, after 1968, yes, when he caught Priscilla being unfaithful, after that, he had girlfriends. He did. Elvis loved women. After 68, he had many girlfriends. But the marriage was over. It was over because of Priscilla being unfaithful twice. And then after that, she hammered him for divorces. 2 divorces. Both the divorces were very cruel. All of this is my opinion. Both divorces were very cruel. Seriously cruel. And we've done many videos on this Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth YouTube channel, so you can look it up. But the way Priscilla screwed Elvis to the ground financially in the second divorce settlement was disgusting and greedy and cruel, and this is my opinion. I also think that the way that Priscilla, in my opinion, paraded Elvis Presley around with Mike Stone was cruel. And Mike Stone was with Lisa Marie as well. Remember, when Priscilla left Elvis, she had a very public time with Mike Stone, with Lisa Marie, shopping at the fair, out and about. There's many pictures that show them together. And Elvis had to face this in the magazines, the tabloids, for years. For years. You imagine how cruel that was. What harm did Elvis do Priscilla? He brought her from her home with her parents. She begged him to live with him. Priscilla begged Elvis to allow her to live with him. Begged him, in my opinion. He took her from a normal life, a very simple life, and then she was living in a mansion surrounded by everything she could ever dream of. He gave her a dream life. And her thanks was to be unfaithful, break the marriage, take away Elvis's child, Lisa Marie, and then hammer him for a horrible divorce. A horrible divorce. And the divorce settlement was still going on the year he died. The year he died, where she was demanding a deed of trust be placed on Graceland's, his home, because Elvis could not afford to pay her. Elvis could not afford to pay Priscilla. So she put a deed of trust, a lien, a charge on the building Graceland, Elvis's lovely home. And Elvis and Vernon didn't know what to do. They were pulling their hair out. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys comment a bit. Please subscribe. We are a lovely channel. We have Team Elvis doing their thing, taking care of business, replying to your comments. Please join our channel. Please become a subscriber. Please press subscribe now. We are a growing channel. We do worldwide live streams. We are always here to defend Elvis Presley and disagree with all the negative lies, in our opinion, that have been said about Elvis for over 40 years. Over 40 years. How's Team Elvis going? Yeah, I know about the LSD story when him and Priscilla experimented behind Grace. This was happened behind Graceland. I know about that. Very common in the 60s, guys. Hi, Carolyn, are you okay? Yeah, they didn't like it, Linda. That's right. That's right, Carolyn. They didn't like it. Let's look at your comments. Who have we got on? Ruben Mendez. Yeah, he is. In our hearts. Elvis is still around in our hearts. We love Elvis. We love defending Elvis. And the good thing is we have so many things to defend because there are so many lies said about him. So many terrible books written about him. So many terrible documentaries and biographies said about him. Hundreds of interviews that are completely wrong about Elvis that we can defend him on. And unfortunately, Priscilla has had so many interviews, and so many of the questions that she is asked in the interviews are completely unfair to Elvis, that we could spend years defending Elvis against just Priscilla Presley's interviews, in our opinion. Now, my name's Louis. I'm in Southwest UK, and we do 3 to 4 live streams a day discussing Elvis's life. We don't just defend Elvis, we also discuss his life, going right back from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and then after he passed, we still discuss many things about his life in a positive way. Nice words, Nadia. How's Sue going? You okay, Sue? How you going? Caroline, I'm semi-retired, but you are right, I have a great life. I'm a lucky guy, I love my children. I did have my children late in life, Carolyn. I did work for like 30 years, so I'm seeing the benefits of semi-retirement older in life. So Kurt, let's have a look. Kurt Graft, hi. How's Joe Man? Joe Man, how are you? Joe Man, you having a good day? Hello. I'm just trying to read your comments, guys. So if there's any questions you'd like to ask, go ahead. I've got about got about 15, 20 minutes left. We can just chat. I think I've said enough defending Elvis. I just want to chill out now and let you guys take over. Team Elvis, can you just take over? And I might pick some blackberries. Let's go and pick some blackberries. Yep, we know about Jesse. Jesse, I'm pretty sure Jesse, Joe, was named after Vernon's father. Is that correct? Jesse was named after Vernon's father, Elvis's twin. Oh, is that China? Hello, China. Do you think, is that China? No, I haven't met her. JD, have you met her? Now, please know this, JD, I don't hate Priscilla. I do not hate Priscilla. This is not a Priscilla hate channel. I just want to defend Elvis. Let's pick some blackberries. Look. Blackberries. Let's have some blackberries. Blackberries are good for you. Look. Let's have some blackberries. Blackberries. See you, Jane. Take care, Jane. Jane, join our Facebook. Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. The name of our Facebook channel is Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. I hope you don't mind me eating some blackberries while we talk. That's a good one. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Take that to the bank. Crit's Craft. Yep, he sure did. He sure did. Yep, Joe Man. Yep. Joe Man, I'm going to pick you a blackberry. Does anyone want a blackberry? Any of you guys want a blackberry? I'll pick you one. Let's have a look what we got here. That's no good. We don't want to be eating any maggots. Yummy. Come on, guys, we're finding the blackberries. They're hidden.
Yeah, that's just that one.
Hidden blackberries. How is everyone? Colleen. I'm going to take Tino swimming in a minute, so we've got about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to go with my wife. I think I've had enough. So, oh, you met Priscilla in February. Tell me all about it, JD. How was she? Did you like Priscilla? Did you get an autograph? So I'm just spitting out blackberries. I'm always worried when I eat blackberries that I'm going to eat maggots. Anyway, so I've had a busy morning. I've done running. I've done weightlifting. I've done sit-ups. I've made this is my second live stream. Like I said to Nadia, I have noticed that the live stream now, the views we're getting have leveled off now. It's not a problem, because we will build them back up. I got a feeling the numbers will jump at the weekend. And I do think we're getting more, they're more tailored to the Elvis fans now, these live streams, these phone lives. Elvis loved the Bible. He always had the Bible with him. It was his favorite book. And we know that Elvis loved his books. He was extremely interested in all religions. He was extremely interested in spirituality, numerology. Do any of you know about Elvis and his numerology? He loved numerology. He was a searcher. He was always searching for the truth, for purpose. He felt there was a reason that he had been given these gifts, his God-given talents. He felt there was a reason for it, and that he needed to use his gifts to help people. We know that Elvis felt guilty that he'd become so successful because of his humble beginnings. Don't forget, he was a very spiritual guy again. Nadia, what is the name of the guru that he met? She's a woman. Is it Dalamata? And he would meet her, I think, in the hills of... Is it in the hills of California? Dalamata. I'm sure that was her name. Nadia, do you remember? All right, she shook your hands and signed 2 records. Well, that's interesting. Now, my issue with Priscilla, JD, is that obviously she's lost Lisa Marie. She's grieving the loss of her daughter. I just think that she's much older, and I just think at the age of 79 that she should retire and be with her grandkids. So when I see Priscilla going around the world making money, signing autographs for cash, even doing phone calls for cash. She's at the Comic-Con doing, with the Dallas people. She's even done the summer Comic-Con recently. I just think at 79 years old, she's very, very ambitious, very money hungry. And I just think she's had a tough life. She's lost her grandson. I think she should retire and be with her family. That is my views on Priscilla. I don't think she should be still hungry for money. Even with the Bridget Cruz lawsuit, all the circumstances that have led to the lawsuit, Bridget Cruz, the auctioneer, who has contacted us here on this channel, defending herself, saying that there is no wrongdoing with the auctions. So I'm really pleased that Bridget Cruz contacted us. Bridget Cruz even mentioned that Barry Siegel, it was his idea. The concept of the Priscilla film was orchestrated by Barry Siegel. Well, if that's true, that means Barry Siegel and Priscilla have been doing business to make the film Priscilla, in our opinion. Now remember, Barry Siegel was Lisa Marie's manager and supposedly ripped off Lisa Marie Presley the tune of $100 million. So if Priscilla is still friends with Barry Siegel, even now after her poor daughter has died, her poor daughter who did not want that film to be made, I have issues with that. I have issues with the fact that Priscilla is friends with Barry Siegel. I have issues that Priscilla allowed the Priscilla film to be released after Lisa Marie died. I think it's wrong. I don't agree with it. I think it's cruel. We all know that Lisa Marie did not want that film made, that she had even written to Sofia Coppola asking her not to make the film because it painted her father in a bad light. So I've got issues with Priscilla. Now that doesn't mean I hate her. It doesn't mean I'm trying to stir hate up. It just means I massively disagree with a lot of the things that she does. How does that make you feel, JD? Right, got a few more minutes. I'll try and take it up to an hour. I'm going to go in my house. I'm locked out of my house. Say hello.
Oh,
My beautiful wife. Right, in you go, doggies. Right, there's 8 minutes left. I thought I'd round off to an hour. It is 12:21.
yes. All right.
So I just thought, well, as another, so I'll just go in the garden and let it go to an hour. I was going to microwave some of these pork bellies. Do you want any raw? Yeah, we are, but it'll just take the hunger from me. Don't worry, we're still going for something to eat. Do you want?
I know some fasting and something.
Okay, that's fine.
My body's starting to ache. So.
Yes, you want food. You want food. Food's on your mind.
I mean, my body just feels that. I actually just need to sit down.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. My beautiful wife. Right, I'm gonna just put a bit of meat in my mouth. You guys carry on chatting. Right, Carolyn says hi. Nadia, let's have a look, let's have a look. I'm having meat, Nadia, I'm having meat. Linda says hi. You are wrong. That was free at the shopping mall in Vienna. She was there for 6 hours. 700 fans were there. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. Good. I still think she should be at home with the grandkids. Was the JD, what was the signing for? Was it for a book or was it for a Comic-Con? What was being signed? You know, like, what was being promoted? I'm just interested. You sure you don't want some more? Smells nice. I'm going to stand you up while I eat. I just want to keep it going till it's 60 minutes. Okay. All right, guys, carry on chatting while I eat. I'll do this washing up as well, Ron. I told you it's got another 8 minutes. Actually, 7.5 minutes. It's all good. I'm just doing. So this, look, kids, do the washing up, man. Carry on chatting, guys, while I do this. They can't see it, it's facing that. So I'm just eating some meat. Sure you want some? Meat! Nadia, we're having meat. English, we're in England, Tobias. She was invited by the owner of the ballroom dance in Vienna. It was part of her deal. Okay. Sounds nice. Sounds nice, my friend. Very interesting. Can't be a bit of steak. We've moved you. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Thanks for joining the live stream. See you all later. Thanks to Team Elvis. I hope you've had a great day, great morning, should I say. Team Elvis, you've done brill. Team Elvis, taking care of business. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you all later. You okay, my friend? Thanks, Priscilla, Colleen, Nadia, Carolyn, JD, Linda, Kritz, the person in China, Sue. Thanks to everyone. We'll be back later. We're gonna talk about the jet. The jet that was sold to Jimmy. Jimmy's jet. We're going to talk about it later. Take care, guys.